Hello, hello, hey everybody. Welcome once again to Keyboards at Christmas. We're so glad that all of you are here this evening. This is our 7th annual Keyboards at Christmas. That's crazy. I can't believe we've done it that many years. We are so glad, again, that all of you are here. If you wouldn't mind, do us one quick favor. You can, just like on Sunday morning, you can share the live stream of the service. Just head over to our Facebook feed. You can share it right now. Share it with all your friends and family. This is a great opportunity to share a church service that doesn't really feel like a church service. So take some time. We hope that you'll do that. Just head over to our Facebook page. Again, thank you for being here. I am joined on the stage tonight by two extremely talented musicians, Charles Whitehead and Johnny Hughes. I am grateful to serve alongside both of them, and it is my honor to introduce our first soloist of the night, Mr. Johnny Hughes.
Outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, but I brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the cold. But if you really hold me tight, then all the way home I'll be warm. Yeah, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbying. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. We finally kiss goodnight. How I hate going out in the cold. But if you really hold me tight, then all the way home I'll be warm. Yeah, the fire is slowly dying, and my dear, we're still goodbye. As long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Baby, let it snow. Baby, let it snow. Come on, let it snow. Thank you very much. Man, y'all are so kind to come out for the 7th time in a row. This is such a privilege to be with you every year. We look forward to it. Try to come up with new stuff, put new things together. It's just an honor. I will say, though, as I was preparing Let It Snow, it occurred to me this week that maybe we have a little PTSD from staying inside for the last 8 months. So maybe that was an incorrect song choice, but thank you for bearing with me anyways. I'll try to do better next year. I want to introduce you to my great friend, Mr. Charles Whitehead. We'll let him play some songs for you real quick.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful to have you here. Robert Alexander Anderson was born in Hawaii. He served as a pilot in the First World War and was taken as a prisoner of war and escaped. And eventually wound himself back to Hawaii, where he wrote songs like the one I'm going to play you now. Mele Kalikimaka means Merry Christmas. And I'm a New Zealander, so Pacific culture is very familiar to me. In fact, the word in Maori, the the native people of New Zealand, for Merry Christmas is mere kerihi mete, very similar. So I would like to play this song for you. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like to welcome Johnny and Josh back. We're going to play for you a brand new medley. 3 Christmas songs well known to you. The Christmas Song, and Silver Bells, and Sleigh Ride.
Thank you so very much. And that last one is a finger twister. If you're not careful, you walk away with your hands tied in knots. Especially Josh on the sleigh bells. He is your director of communications. He's a very gifted piano player. He's a very gifted singer. He's also a very, very gifted songwriter. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Josh Jackson.
Well, hey there, everybody. How's it going? It's good to see you. So glad that you're here tonight. About 8 years ago, I wrote a song in my dorm room with the help of a friend, Travis Lee. We kind of stumbled onto it, and it's something that I've always wanted to share at Keyboards of Christmas, because it's the first song that I ever wrote. But the problem was that the content was not Christmas themed. And so I worked really hard past couple months to change some things, rearrange some lyrics, and I'm really excited to introduce a new Christmas legend, someone who can hang with the likes of Rudolph, Frosty, Charlie Brown, the Grinch, all that good stuff. So without further ado. You know Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen. Oh, but do you recall the night the North Pole almost lost it all? The North Pole was in trouble. The elves were all real scared. The reindeer had been locked up, and Santa wasn't there. Dark forces had descended on the top of the world, and they thought they had won. But what they didn't realize was that the night was awfully young. Because all of a sudden, there arose such a clatter, they all swung to their feet to see what was the matter, and what to their wondering eyes would appear. But something that filled within them great fear was a little black dot against a pale white snow. He was stopping bad guys wherever he would go, and just when they thought that victory was at hand, they said, "Who is this guy?" And he said, "I'm Batman." Na 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 Batman. Oh, na 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 Batman. We need you to save Christmas Day. Oh, the North Pole has gotten pretty cray. Poison Ivy, she stole our poinsettias. The Riddler put us on the naughty list, and that upset us. Scarecrow, he's a frightening guy. Oh, don't you know? Harley Quinn and Joker keep sneaking underneath the mistletoe. Bane says he's gonna give me a big lump of coal. The Penguin's here, but shouldn't he be in the South Pole? Mr. Freeze has got us frozen in our trails. Harvey didn't just ask the same question. Heads or tails? Oh, na 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 Batman. Oh, na 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 Batman. We need you to save Christmas Day. Use your grappling hook or batarang. You see, Santa called Batman about a week ago. He said, "There's a plot against me, and I thought that you should know. But Batman, even with your brains and might, I really think that I should say, I'm not sure how you can save everybody." And Batman said, "I know karate." Oh, na 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 Batman. La 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 Batman. We need you to save the day. So if your jingle won't jingle, and your Kris Kringle refuses to kringle, and you need someone to save you from your Christmas plight, well, you don't need a snowman with magical clothes or a reindeer with a radioactive nose. All you need to do is call the Dark Knight. It's very easy to do. You just say this. Na 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 Batman. Oh, na 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 Batman. join in if you know it. Oh, na 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 Batman. Oh, na 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 Batman. We need you to save the day. We did it. All right. Well, thank you for letting me share that with you for the first time. I think this is the first time I've done it in front of all of the church. But I'm very grateful. I love that song. Wrote it by accident. But without enough about me, please, would you welcome to the stage one more time, Mr. Charles Whitehead.
Thank you, Josh. That was awesome. I would like to play for you. Well, one of the things that we like to do here is to give you familiar songs, but in new ways. And one of the kinds of music that I like to play is the kind of music that came about as American music, such as the rhythm and blues of Ray Charles and the doo-wop music, and it filtered across into the Caribbean to form the early styles of reggae, which were rocksteady and ska. So I would like to try and play you a version of We Three Kings in a rocksteady ska version.
That's incredible, man. Sounds so good. I'm jealous of all the styles that Charles knows. He's absolutely incredible. We're so blessed to have him at our church. At this time, I'm going to revisit an idea that I performed last year. If you weren't here, what I'm doing is I have a loop pedal below my keyboard. It has a drum track programmed into it. I'm going to set that. I'm going to let that start playing. And then I'm going to layer different instruments. I'm going to play bass guitar. I'm going to play piano. I'm going to play clavinet. And then I'm going to play Hammond. And then I'll play the melody of this song from a different instrument. Some of you are after me about playing this instrument very often, so you'll be very pleased. Here you go. Thank you so very much. Away in a Manger, Tejano style. Gonna ask my friend Josh Jackson to come back up. We started a tradition last year, I think. Josh, we combined Mariah Carey with Toto. And I think we have to carry on that tradition.
Yeah, I think we do.
But this year, we have a living Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah?
Who's going to join us. If you're a Marvel fan, you will understand how this relates. If you're not, ask someone later. Oh, well, what do you say we do it?
Let's do it.
We'll just let them guess what song it is that we're matching it up with.
Yeah,
That sound good?
that sounds great.
All right. I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you.
Want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree. I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. Baby, all I want for Christmas is you.
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever possibly know. Oh, baby, make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I want you back.
Oh, the lights are shining so brightly everywhere, and the sound of children's laughter fills the air. I hear those sleigh bells ringing, I hear those children singing. Santa, won't you bring my baby to me? Won't you bring my baby to me?
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever possibly know. Oh, baby, make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you. I want you back. I want you back. It worked.
It worked. Oh man. Thank you.
Okay. Well, we're gonna introduce a new concept this year. If you've seen Jimmy Fallon before, it may not be so new. Jimmy Fallon has this bit on his late night show called Wheel of Impressions. So I have submitted artists that I can impersonate. Josh has done the same, and Charles has done the same. And we've submitted Christmas carols that we're familiar with enough to impersonate these artists, to kind of combine popular artists with Christmas carols. So we're going to do that from these keyboards so we can do some fancy stuff up here. I'm going to ask Josh and Charles to join me. And since I'm getting set up still a little bit, Josh, why don't you spin the wheel first?
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I think it'd be great if you went first.
Okay, I guess I can go first. Why don't you show me that wheel, and let's go ahead and spin it. Let's see, we've got Oh Holy Night.
Do you know who that is?
Do I know? He's a short guy, right? All right, in the style of Elvis. Okay, let's see. I'll do it like this. How about that? Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shine. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Thank you, Mama. Long lay the world in sin and error pining till He appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices
when Christ was born. Oh, night divine,
Oh, night divine.
How about it, folks?
Yeah. It sounded like
Pretty
Elvis
okay,
to me.
pretty okay.
I think so. I want to know when Elvis is going to come lead worship with us on Sunday morning
I
at
don't think
11 o'clock.
I don't think he can. He's dead. But yeah. Well, you know, Johnny, I went first, so it's only fair you go next.
I think that's right. Okay, well, go ahead and spin the wheel. There are artists up here like Metallica,
Yeah.
Van Halen,
Yeah. Something heavy metal, right?
some heavy metal
Yeah,
stuff,
okay, let's
because
see.
we can
got,
do that really well on piano.
Yeah.
Do you hear what I hear? It's Elton John.
Is Elton John a heavy metal artist? I don't know. He's not.
He was the exception.
Oh, gotcha. Right.
All right.
Let's see what you can do, man.
Send the night wind to the little lamb. Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb. Do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night, with a tail big as a kite. The little lamb to the shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy. Do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you hear what I hear? Listen to what I say. Pray for peace everywhere. He will bring goodness and light.
Wow.
That was great.
Awesome. Awesome.
Thank you.
Man.
Well,
Well, I've gone.
you've gone.
You've gone. There's
I've gone. Charles,
Charles.
Sure, let's do it.
have any guess what it might land on?
I have no idea.
You
Not
have
a
no
clue.
idea?
Roll it.
Let's see what we got. Who we got for Charles? Okay, it's Angels from the Realms of Glory.
The card is scratched.
Is that Andy, was that a typo? What's are you, what is that?
Well, I would have said that it's what you do when you have an itch to play some country music. You apply the card to scratch.
Oh, okay,
freely.
so we're like
but
right there.
I have seen the Ken Burns country music documentary, so I do know what the card to scratch is.
Okay, well
It's actually a guitar style that was created by Mother Maybelle Carter, I think. And what she used to do was do three things at the same time on the guitar. She would play the bass line and the melody with the low strings and the chords on the upper strings. It was pretty cool because they didn't have like other band members that they went on tour with.
I think we have a slight hitch. You said it's a guitar style.
Yeah.
This is
This is keyboards at Christmas.
I was gonna play
do you
air
have-
guitar.
Huh?
Air guitar? No. I think you can adapt it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Probably like you'd have to switch the melody from the right hand to the left hand.
Right,
Like
okay.
on the bass strings. But
well, show us.
can I use that piano over there?
Yeah, go for it, man.
This
Go
is a
for it.
pedal. I have to get into it a little bit.
Okay.
Y'all excited to hear what this is going to be?
Kind of sounds like you prepared for this, Charles.
What key would you like me to play it in?
K.
Key of OK.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think y'all realize how difficult that is.
That's amazing.
Wow. The Carter scratch.
He was doing 3 things with 2 hands, and I can sometimes not do one thing with one hand. Amazing stuff, Charles.
That's a solo apiece.
Yeah. Do you have one more? Do you guys have one more in you? You want to
Yeah.
do it? You want to do a group one? Should we do a
That-
group one? They say yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Spin it one more time. What do we got?
See what happens.
The first Noel.
I know that.
Oh,
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie
All right.
Wonder.
Charles, are you familiar with Stevie Wonder?
I love Stevie Wonder.
Oh yeah.
Are y'all familiar with Stevie Wonder?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't you
What-
take
what-
the lead on this one?
What are you feeling?
I sort of like the funky songs. Like
Pretty
from,
funky?
From
Yeah.
Talking Book album.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking of?
I'm a little stitious.
Is that a hint, Johnny?
Maybe.
We can make this work.
Okay. Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain shepherds in fields as they lay, in fields where they lay keeping all their fluffy sheep. One cold winter's night, it was very deep. Noel, 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 the first Noel. They looked up and saw, they saw a bright star shining in the east, beyond them very far. To the earth it gave a great light. And so it continued day and night. Noel, 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 the first Noel.
Awesome. That was great.
That was fun.
How about that wheel of impressions? Totally spontaneous. We made all of that up on the spot. You can be very sure. Are y'all having fun so far? Good. Good, good, good. I've been telling people the last few weeks as they've been saying how excited they are for tonight. Like, hey, it's not going to be a normal keyboards. We have to socially distance. We have to be mindful of all that's going on in 2020. And so I encourage you to do that. I'm glad you're doing that here tonight. I was thinking, as I was thinking of all the things we can't do at keyboards this year, I would write a song and I would title it 2020, and the hook would be, hey, you can't do that. That seems to be the theme for the year. Before we continue with the show this evening, I would like for you to join me in thanking our tech crew, our camera operators, our sound engineers, screen operators, light technicians, all those folks. Would you help me thank them? Without them, we couldn't do this. Yeah. We appreciate them so much. It's really easy to see all the things that they do on nights like tonight, but they do this every single Sunday morning, and we don't take it for granted. So thank you, guys. As we continue tonight, we've got a real special moment. I'm going to turn it back over to Josh Jackson.
Hey, everybody. Something's different, isn't it? You're right, it's not a keyboard. So 2020, as Johnny just alluded to, has been a little different. It's been a little tough. And there's one person that I continue to think of during this year. Her name is Doris. Doris is my great aunt. She is the sister to my grandfather. She's a really cool person. This year, she celebrated her 100th birthday. She was 100 years old. Just one of the coolest people you ever met. If you ever met Doris, you would never forget it. She was charismatic, she was fun, she was goofy, and unfortunately, a couple months ago, Doris left this earth and is now singing with the angels. She was a great lady, and she unfortunately struggled with dementia the later part of her life. When I called my grandfather, who I call Papa, he's really great, you should meet him someday, I asked him how he was feeling, and he said, "How can you feel sad and happy all at the same time? I miss my sister, but I'm so glad that she's not hurting anymore." There's a tradition in my family. It's not really a fun one, but whenever somebody has passed away, I typically play Amazing Grace at their funeral. We didn't get to do that this year because of COVID. But I wanted to pay tribute to Doris tonight. I wanted to pay tribute to everybody who's really struggled this year. The best part about the Advent season, the best part about the Christmas story, is that it is the reason why we get to sing about an amazing grace. And so I'm going to ask Mr. Charles Whitehead to come and accompany me. This is for Doris.
Thank you, Josh. I would like to play for you now two spirituals. They're actually Christmas spirituals. I got to know these through recordings that my parents had by folk artists, one who simply went by the name of Odetta, and the other one is Pete Seeger. The first song I'm going to play for you is called Children, Go Where I Send Thee. Sometimes it's called Born in Bethlehem. And the second song is called Rise Up, Shepherds, and Follow. And both of these are about taking the light from the child Jesus and being the light in the world and to be followers of Jesus. So these two songs, Children, Go Where I Send Thee, and Rise Up, Shepherds, and Follow.
Give it up for Charles Whitehead one more time, y'all. Wow. I hope you've had a good time tonight. We're gonna have two more songs for you. I'm gonna play one, and then we'll play one more group song together. If you've been coming to this thing for a while, you've heard pieces of this song. I did an arrangement of O Little Town of Bethlehem for the first 2 years that I repeated a few times. And I've adapted it this year because I felt like that particular arrangement and that particular old carol, the sentiments of that are just so worth spending some time in, particularly this Christmas, this very strange Christmas year this Christmas. The thought that in this little bitty town, busting at the seams because of this census 2,000 years ago, there wasn't room for the most important person across all time on this planet. There was no room in the inn. There was only room in a stable. And we cannot afford to miss the truth of that person, Jesus Christ, his love for us. We can't afford to forget about the significance of this season, not just for December 25th, not just for the month of December, but for every single one of 365 days of the year. This truth is real. Emmanuel, God with us. This is a new song. This is a Christmas song called Christmas Is There. There's a nip in the air, silver bells in the distance, cries for peace everywhere. Who has time to listen? Strings of lights overhead, busy stores, busy sidewalks, but Black Friday was red. Clear midnight grew dark. It's not in the stockings, though they're hung with care. It's not in a box or a tree. It was born in a manger for the whole world to share. Christmas is there. Flakes of snow gently fall. Choirs of children are singing, but there's no point at all if the words lost their meaning. It's not in the carols, though they're sung with care. It's not in a card or a wreath. It's God here among us, our burdens to wear. It's hope in the darkness, it's joy through the night. It's peace when your world falls apart. It's grace for your failures, it's strength for the fight. It's love, God's love. It's nailed to a cross, though it wasn't fair. It's a fate we don't have to receive. It was buried and risen. My life started there. Christmas is there.
My mama told me something when I was growing up that has forever changed my life. She played the piano at our little church at 3rd and Pine Street for 37 years. She tried to teach me to play the piano, but I wasn't very good. She would teach me the names of the notes, what a major key is, what a minor key is. She tried to teach me musical theory, but I was just bored. Then, one day, she told me that the best news in the world is found by playing a simple scale on the piano. I had no idea what she meant, so she told me to play an 8-note scale. So I did. I said, "How is that good news?" And she said I played it incorrectly and that I needed to play it the other way. So I did. Again, I said, "How is that good news?" And she said, "I played it the right way, but I needed to add the pauses." "The pauses?" She said, "The pauses. Add them on the 1st, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 7th, and last note." Now, I was frustrated and said, "How can 8 notes with random pauses be the best news in the world?" Then I got up, walked away, and went outside. Frankly, I didn't care what she was talking about. I didn't like playing the piano anyway. Well, years later, my mama got sick and passed away. As I was thinking about her, I remembered what she told me about the piano. Not only that, I still remember the notes she told me to pause. The 1st, 2nd, 4th, 6th, 7th, and last note. So I sat down at her piano and played the scale with the pauses. And that's when I realized the good news she was talking about.